Hello, this is Ryan with the Linkasoarus training team, and in this video we are going to cover the topic Meta Ads Tracker and the second option over here on the left, which is My Brand's Ads. What is going to be shown on the screen is going to be either current ads that are actively running as paid ads in the metaverse. So Meta, which is right now at the time of this recording, Facebook and Instagram, as well as past ads, current ads, and then future scheduled paid ads. What's also going to be displayed is every single paid ad that is connected to every single Facebook page location that is connected to this brand. So all of the users connected to this brand are going to be sharing their paid ads, whether they're expired, they're currently running, or they are scheduled in the future. And this is how you can view it. So you have two tabs here. One highlighted in purple says current and past ads, and then one here says scheduled ads. So the first thing we're going to look at is this option right here. And so this, in this example, are all the current ads running or are inactive based on the date range. The date range that can be selected up here in the top right, it will default to 30 days. And that date range can be adjusted going back as far as you'd like to look at all historical ads that are actually connected to the ads manager account that is associated with each one of the locations connected to the Facebook page that is connected to Linkasoarus that is linked to your brand. And so if a new Linkasoarus user within this brand connects, Linkasoarus is going to go and pull every single one of the previous paid ads connected to that account, so you instantly have historical data to reference. You have the option here using the filter by status, and this might update over time with additional filter settings, but for right now we have filter by status, and this can be changed to active and inactive. And so right now it defaults to showing both. And so in the top right-hand corner of each one of these thumbnails, it's either going to say active in green, or as noted here, it's going to say inactive in red. And all that it means is that if it's in green, this is an ad that is currently running right now, is being displayed to the audience that the user wants it to be shown to. Some information that's on the screen as well has the name of the person that has created this ad, and that is based on their account. You also have the name of the ad that has been created. So in this example, this is called PSC Daily 5584 Grand Opening. And so the person that created this ad named it this particular name for whatever reason, just to make it easier for them to identify. And now you have the option of looking at that and kind of deep diving into maybe the reason why they created this ad and named it that way. You also have an option here to see under this house icon, and when you put the cursor over it, it will kind of describe exactly what's going on. So here it's going to show two locations within this person's account are actively running this as a paid ad because it is active. You can also see that there are 34,671 people that have seen this ad. You have a frequency, which is 2.46. And what that tells you is this is how many times the same person has seen this ad. So one person on average saw this ad 2.46 times. Then you have an icon here that is engagement. And so in this example, it says 4,639. And that's telling everybody that this is how many people have interacted with these ads that are going to be linked here that we're going to show in a sec. So if somebody liked the ad, commented on it, did an emoji, shared it, any kind of interaction with the ad is registered right here. So this kind of gives you an idea of something very popular and is engaging. This might be something that you want to look at and maybe even want to model for yourself in your own marketing. You also have a date range down here below this, and that's actually sharing when this ad started and when it has scheduled to end. This ad is scheduled to end in the future based on the time it's recording, just from an example standpoint. If you have an ad currently that shows up with no thumbnail, there is still an option to view this. This is where Facebook is sometimes going to be releasing or not releasing certain images based on the type of ad, but there is still a way to view that. I'm going to share that here in a sec. Also here, it tells you how many ads are visible in this date range where it says 19, but as noted, there's not 19 visible on the screen. You have a toggle down here where you can switch from this is page 1 and this is page 2. When you go to page 2, you're going to see the additional ads that would make up a total of 19. You can also search for ads using the search box. So if you wanted to search something that had a name that was important to you, that you were going to hope to find, this is where you can do a search of that, and we'll kind of filter out ads based on whatever you're searching. You also have some additional sort features over here where you can sort by the newest created ad based on the date range, the oldest, also based on low frequency or high frequency, number of locations, high or low, and then number of views. So this would be a good tool if you were looking to see if there's one particular ad that a lot of locations within that franchise or organization that has created this ad is using this exact same ad. This is just one way that users might decide to use this feature. Now, when clicking the schedule ads, it's going to change the screen and it's going like this. The first thing you're going to see is that this option right here no longer says active or inactive, but it now says scheduled. And so this is letting you know that this particular ad or all these different ads are actually scheduled to start in the future. One thing to note here is all of the options here are the same as on the previous page, current and past, except you're not going to have any analytics because these ads have never run. These are scheduled into the future. You have all your filter options over here on the right, just as before. This is a great tool to see what your peers are doing within the same brand in the future. So this is something you can always look at, and it will show all of the scheduled ads indefinitely into the future. And you have the option of not only viewing this information, but then taking it and using it as your own. So going back to the current and past ads, now what we're going to do is look at some analytics. So we're just going to use this first one as an option here. So we're going to click this and it's going to open up a new page. The first thing to note is the date range that was listed before. Then you have some specifics as to the location numbers. These are the location numbers associated with the location that the user created in their account and linked to the Facebook page. So in this example, location number 5584 has an ad running within Meta for this particular location's page, and now we're capturing all the information in here. Here is the details of the unique reach. You can put the cursor over to remind you what this means, the views, the actions, the frequency, the engagement percentage, and if the user has selected an option, you have a chance to view how much money they are spending on their ad and the cost per 1,000. Over here on the right, this is going to show either active or inactive. Now, from time to time, you might see where a user has one active and one inactive. That's very common because they're using two different ads for two different locations, but they're named the same, and the user might have one turned off and one turned on for another location. Now, to view this in a little bit more detail, you have the option of going here and clicking to view the ad, and this is going to pull up exactly what the user on Facebook or Instagram, in this example, is going to actually see. You can view the full ad here by clicking view show more. This gives you the full example of exactly how this ad was structured. You have the option to also click one of these options here. Now, this is going to be dependent upon how the ad was created by the user. In this example, we have three options. Sometimes it might be just one, sometimes it could be two, sometimes three, and sometimes even more. And what this is the different placements that the user created within the Meta universe or the Meta Ads Manager or Facebook Ads Manager, depending on how you're describing that. And so here we have this version here. You click over. This looks to be a widescreen version. Click again, and this looks to be a vertical option that would play. And now you can go back here and you can actually click and hit play.
That is the Domino's.
And that's actually going to play the ad. You can do this in full screen. You can change the playback speed, and you can also do picture in picture. You also have an opportunity of actually downloading this. In this example, this is a video, and using this straight off your computer and loading this information directly into your ad manager or using it as you like. This can also, you can click the preview video here, and this will give you more of a full screen option. And you have an additional way to repost this as a current video. And so depending on which one you select, when you go to repost current video, it's going to load that into your account. So if this was created by somebody else and you see it and you like this one, let's just say not this one. This one looks to be widescreen. This one looks to be square. If you like this content and you want to actually use this in a post, you can click this button. It will take that content created by somebody else in an actual ad, and it will load it directly into your post page. You have the option here of editing it as usual, adding additional content if needed, and then going through scheduling this and posting this. So this is by taking something that's may never have even been posted on Facebook, on like a Facebook feed, and you're pulling this information directly from an actual paid ad. Now, going back to this screen, you also have the option of going to device preview. There is a question mark here that actually tells you what's getting ready to happen. But if you want to view this on Facebook or Instagram, how this ad would look as a demo, you have the option to do that. You would just click this option here. It's going to take you into Facebook Ad Manager preview screen. Now on this screen, you are now in the business Facebook section of the actual Facebook platform. If you click this and it asks you to log in, then you just would want to log into your Facebook account, and then it will automatically take you here. If you are not logged in, you will more likely get a screen that says to log into Facebook. From here, you see the exact ad, and you can scroll through all the different, in this example, there are 40 different options. You can scroll through all 40 to really kind of see how this would look. Now from this screen, if you'd like to see how this content would show up on either your personal Facebook feed or Instagram account, you would go to Show Ad. And since this is linked to your login at Facebook or Instagram, then over the course of 24 hours, as noted here, this is going to show up randomly as an actual demo ad. This is a good resource if you were kind of wanting to see over the course of the next 24 hours when you're using the Instagram and Facebook platforms, how the ad might look to you as a potential customer. So going back here to the analytics page, if we exit out of this, over here on the right side, this is where the icon, this toggle, this green toggle, can be turned on or off. For privacy purposes, it is defaulted to off. So if you log into your account and you notice this is not green, this means that your budget, your ad spend, when you're running ads, will not be shown to other users within the same brand. If you want to participate in maximizing your best practice sharing with all your peers, you can turn this on and this will stay on. And so anytime you run an ad for any one of your locations connected to Linkasoarus, it will automatically share not only your ad, but it's going to show the ad spend. Your ads as a Linkasoarus user are going to show to other users, but this is specific to either turning on or off the visibility of the budget and ad spend of your ads. This can be turned on or off at any time, just with a flick of this toggle right here. I hope you enjoy the My Brands Ads of Meta Ads Tracker. And if you ever have questions about this feature or others, you can always go to the help icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen and ask for help, and a Linkasoarus team member will be with you ASAP. And as always, link and soar with us.